Hi everybody! So my name is Jennifer. I'm your friendly middle of the magic travel agent. I'm the one who does the magic in the kitchen. So we are getting ready for our road trip to Disney World. So I have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Hi there. My name is Sarah and I don't really love road trips. My family, my husband, myself, and my 2 daughters are getting ready to drive from Denver to Anaheim.
Hi everybody! So now we are starting to really pack because we leave in 2 days. So I want to show you something that we do on the road, and this is going to be something new that we're going to try this time we're driving down. We have about a 14 to 15 hour drive without stops. Now we are driving through the night, so hopefully our kids will be sleeping is what we really hope for it to do. But I want to show you something for when they are awake. So my kids love checking off if we see license plates. And excuse the look we're packing. So I have this. I found this at my local Dollar Tree. So it's the United States map. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring some crayons and some markers. Haven't figured out which one we want yet. But as we see a license plate, we're going to color in the state to see how many we can. I have 6 of these, so we're going to do one down to Disney World and one up to Disney World. Also, I started packing snacks. I know we're driving through the night, but snacks are happening. So I need good stuff for my hubby to keep going. So we have some honey roasted cashews. He loves gummy bears, so they help him do that. Whenever it's my turn to drive, I need some wild strawberry for energy. I love licorice. FYI, Disney World doesn't sell bubble gum. Bring your own. My son loves these snacks. We still have a lot more that need to be put in here, but that is what our snack bag is looking like. And mommy's pillow, of course. Also, here is another little baggie that's going to be handy because we have our masks, because we will need those when you go indoors and on any attractions right now. We also have our magic bands that are easily accessible so we can get into our room as well. And those are reused. This will be the 4th time we have actually used these magic bands. So that's just some things that I'm working on. I still have a lot of packing to do. I just finished cleaning the car. We have portable DVD players in there that can plug into the car. We are also going to our local library to rent some DVDs. We have some of our own as well. But those are some of the things that we're working on to help entertain the kids for 15 hours. Like I said, fingers crossed that they'll sleep for at least 8 of those hours is what we're hoping for. So stay tuned. I'm going to bring you along with me as we continue to drive. We're going to leave in the evening on Friday and drive through and hopefully be able to check into our hotel early, and I'll let you know what we do on those days. Thanks.
So since our trip is a surprise for my daughters and they don't know that they're going to need Disney apparel, I am secretly packing up some cute stuff for them to wear while we're in the parks. I have their matching It's a Small World dresses, mouse ears, we don't want to get caught without, and of course, mommy's matching dress. So we can surprise them with this so they won't be upset they don't have something to wear. Here's some of the surprises that we have for while we're traveling. The girls are bringing their tablets, of course, with headphones to watch videos. We've got paper and dry erase boards and markers, and then we also got some surprises for along the way. We've got these are like little flashlights to play with when it's dark. Got some I mean, it's a classic. Gotta have an Etch-a-Sketch, yeah. These are like from Target, from like the dollar bin section. Grab and go. We got glow sticks for nighttime. Those are also really fun for in the parks at night, if you're gonna be there when it's late. We got some of these. This is all from like Target and the dollar store. So, you know, every couple hours we can give them like some new activities. And then I have there's their little surprise cards. We'll give those to them right before we get there. And their outfits.
All right, so we're all packed up. We're ready to go. Let's take a look at what our back seat looks like. So here we go. We got 3 kids. We got their pillows and their blankets. We have diaper bag, easily accessible. Say hi, guys.
Hi, it's very cramped in here.
Oh, it's not that bad. All right, back of our truck is full.
I can't.
We have about a 15-hour drive. We are very excited, very, very excited. Go. We have snacks easily accessible. We got Daddy some coffee. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
We have water, of course, Mommy's pillows. Again, say hi, guys.
Hi.
Awesome. We got a DVD players here for entertainment. We also have Audibles, books on CD or tape. Well, now they're all online anyway. But, so, we got about a 15-hour drive, and you get to come along with us. Ready to have fun? Woohoo!
Yay!
Where are we headed, guys?
Disney World!
See you in a little bit. And here we are, entering our second state, West Virginia.
Wild and wonderful.
How's everybody doing?
Yay.
I would hope so. We're only about an hour into our drive, and we're all doing pretty well. How's Daddy doing?
Good?
It hasn't even felt like an hour.
Nope.
The book's getting good.
Yep.
An Agatha Christie novel. Woohoo! All right, we'll check back in a little bit.
Yay. Then, do this.
We're at rest stop number 1. Quick potty break before everyone possibly heads to bed. Cross our fingers. We all still doing okay?
Still doing good.
Woohoo!
Road's nice and clear.
These kids have a lot of energy.
We're doing fun.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah.
How many hours we got left?
13.
Hey, Benjamin, where are we going? Oh, he's running.
Where are we going, Ben? Let's go to Disney.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're on our way. Almost there.
What goes nowhere?
Evidently, we're playing hide and seek right now. We've hit the delirious stage. Here we are. We got 46 minutes till we stop, and then it's bedtime.
Yay. I'm going tonight.
Road trips are fun. Well, here we are, 12 hours later, and we are in Florida. Woo-hoo. How'd you do, Daddy?
Not too bad with only 40 minutes sleep.
Not bad at all. So here we go. We're going to continue. We got some sleeping kiddos. Hopefully they stay asleep for a little bit longer until we have breakfast. See you in a little bit. And here we go, the last hour of the drive, and now you start to see the Disney World signs. Who? And Mickey! Woohoo! We've got 1 hour and 4 minutes. Yeah. Who's so excited?
That they just can't hide it?
And we're almost in the Disney bubble as we're listening to Spaceship Earth. Oh my goodness, here we are! Welcome to Disney
14 and a half hours later.
14 and a half hours later, we did it! And everyone is alive and happy and well. We're all good, ready to get the magic going.
Good morning. It's morning in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's all I have to say. Okay, how did yesterday go? Let's see. We ended up having to leave later than we wanted to because of work. A mudslide closed one of the roads that we were going to drive, so we had to take a different route, which added a couple of hours to our travel time last night. And we left in, rush hour traffic, and then it rained, and the roads were like, and the traffic slowed down. And then now both the girls have stuffy noses, and I had a stomachache all night long, and we got to the hotel at like midnight, and the kids were like bouncing off the walls because they were too excited. And okay, first off, I want to say I really hope that we got all of the challenges out of the way early in this trip, and we smoothed out all the wrinkles, and the rest of the trip's going to be a lot better than yesterday because, and all I could think for the second half of the night was we would have already landed in LAX by now if we had been driving, and we still have another day and a half of drive. The kids are doing okay though. I mean, they're really troopers, even though they fell asleep in the car a couple times and they complained about not being comfortable. They've really done a great job being in good spirits. They're very happy and they're very excited to sleep in the hotel room, and they know today's going to be a long day, and I have a couple more surprises to give them in the car. And I don't understand choosing to travel this way. Today is a straight drive we're driving from Grand Junction, Colorado to Las Vegas, Nevada tonight. And that's all we're doing today is just driving. Catch you on the flip side. Girlies, what activity did you get for today? What was the surprise?
I colored this and the A is the color red.
It's an Imagine Ink book?
Yes. You get to see what color you get, and it's a surprise.
You don't get to choose. It's a mystery color.
Mystery color.
Yeah, at first when I started drawing, it was the color red.
I'm starting with the first page.
Very nice.
And
And
color
where are
that
we heading
first.
today, guys? Do you remember?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
All right.
In a hotel in St. George.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we'll go to the valley, and then we're going to be close to San Diego.
Yep. Okay, ready? Here's the first surprise. Come here. Come here. Here's the first surprise.
What about me?
Okay.
Why are they in small world?
Here is the second surprise.
What you guys do?
Okay.
What does it say? What does it We're going to Disney! Yay!
Wait, today.
Right now.
To Disneyland.
That's where. Yes, that's where we're driving right now.
Yes! Yes! I'm so excited!
Get it all out now before we get back in the car. Here, let me take your dress, Jess.
Because
So I brought
we're
your
going
stuff
to Disney!
so we can go to Disneyland.
And we get to ride our bike! We're going to Disneyland! We get to ride our bike!
So right now I'm just going to wrap up what our road trip ended up being like because I totally forgot to record us arriving home. We were exhausted. The drive home was a little more difficult than the drive down. Drive down, you have that anticipation. You just want to get there, At home, you are exhausted from the parks to drive home. So definitely being prepared is the number one thing I can say. We had lots of activities for our kids to do. We had lots of snacks for mommy and daddy. We had books on Audible. They're not on CD anymore. We also had a DVD player for my kids. The kids had their tablets to play with. We had a game for license plates. It helped really pass the time. Driving home, we were in the more awake time. Driving down, the kids were sleeping the entire time, pretty much, except probably about 5 or 6 hours of it. So you have to figure out what is going to work for your family. For us, driving works for us. We're able to take those 2 days, a day to go down and a day to come up, extra in, travel times. And thinking about it, the last time we even flew, we left our house at 4:30 in the morning, I want to say, to get to the airport in time. We arrived at the resort at 5:30. So literally we were traveling for 11 hours of that day. I only added 4 more hours onto that by driving down. I really didn't lose a day. Some people, if they're driving, they'll drive halfway, get a hotel and drive. We have done that. For us, it's not worth it. We would rather either swap drivers or power through to get it done. You're 6-7 hours in a small hotel room for a short amount of time. It just didn't work for our family. But you have to find what works for yours. Driving down, it will always be there unless it's a quick trip. If you're a weekend trip, obviously driving, you want to kind of get a nonstop flight back and on their way home. But the magic of Disney is you're driving down, you have that anticipation of, oh my gosh, I get to be in the Disney bubble. Oh my goodness, I get to be there. Driving home, you're reliving all of the magic that you just had. And my daughter sat there and looked at her pictures of happily ever after and the fireworks videos that she took. And she just sat there. And honestly, she almost cried again because she had such a wonderful time. So I want to say the takeaways from driving is we will always drive with our family. It works for us. We don't have restrictions on what we can pack and what we don't pack. We pack a microwave to come down, and we go to Costco to buy a bulk amount of food. So we buy bulk Uncrustables. We buy bulk breakfast sandwiches because we heat them up in the room, and while we're waiting in line for transportation to get to the parks, we are eating breakfast. We are maximizing our time. We are maximized our space in the car. Summertime, yes, you're going to have smaller clothes, so packing in a suitcase. We have done that. I did not have to get an Instacart or an Amazon order delivered to my resort. I was able to bring everything down. I had a bigger cooler that we had in the room where I could pack more things. I had yogurts, I had fruit, I had string cheese. We saved so much money by driving because we could bring everything we need for the parks to go down. So, yeah, that's what we got. And I hope if you have any questions, you can always reach out to Sarah or myself or any of your agents for Middle of the Magic. So if you have any questions, let's get to it. Let's get you on a road trip to get to the magic. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, here are my takeaways from road tripping to Disney with kids. It was fine. I personally still would prefer to pay the money and fly and be there already, as opposed to spending a day or 2 or 3 in the car. For me, I would rather spend the time on vacation, and that's worth the extra money to fly. But I think for a budget-conscious trip, I think driving is really fantastic. Some of the perks of driving were that we were able to accommodate the kids a lot better for their needs while we were traveling. And it gave us the ability to add on more things besides just going to Disney and turning around and coming home. So we were able to road trip to a lot of other places to see other stuff that we maybe wouldn't have stopped at if we flew straight back home. So we were able to, when we went to Disneyland, we also were able to stop in Vegas. We stopped at things like the world's largest thermometer, and we like drove Route 66 on the way home. We stopped at the Grand Canyon, stuff like that. So that obviously would not have been possible if we had driven. And also with the car seats in the car and the ability to have blankets and pillows right at our fingertips, snacks right at our fingertips, toys right at our fingertips, that made the kids a lot more comfortable while we were driving. Things that worked out really well besides that, because unexpectedly we got in late a couple of nights and that sort of allowed them to fall asleep in the car. It really helped to stop. I went to Target and the dollar store before we went on our trip, and I stocked up on little toys and little surprise books and things like that for before we got in the car. And every few hours I would pull a new surprise out, and then they would have something new to do all over again. So that worked out really well as far as keeping them entertained. I don't know that I would road trip this far to go back to Disney. I think if I was closer, maybe it would be easier, make more sense. I can see how convenient it would be to be able to bring anything that you wanted with you, as opposed to being restricted by the baggage requirements for the airlines. But our drive was like 15 or 16 hours. To me, I would rather just fly and go. So maybe Jen had a different experience. I know they drive a lot and they enjoy it. I much rather would not drive. So that's my takeaway on road tripping to Disney with kids.